Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 4. This is Going Ham at the Pajama Jam. Hey, so we start off with Giselle and Robin. They are doing a podcast. It's kind of been out already for a couple months now. It's called Reasonably Shady. So, reasonable will be Robin, and then Giselle Shade. According to her, that's their thing. I actually never listened to it before. If I catch it on maybe iHeartRadio, then I'll check it out. But other than that, let me know how y'all, if you listen to it, it might be all right. They just talk about gossip and stuff like that. That's what they do. And, Giselle, I can't remember her stylist, but, he's the one who's always been with her. And he touching her hair up and just talking about Jamal. And, of course, she says, look, we kind of broke up because of COVID. He way in Atlanta, and I'm way over here in Baltimore. So, we ain't really see each other that much, couple times. And then, I just want to be with him just, for the sex part. Like, no, it might not be worth it, I guess. And, oh, boy, like I was thinking, like, you can still have a relationship during COVID. So honestly, like everybody was thinking, it's not because of COVID, it's because of the reunion and Monique and the receipts and then the binder and all that cheating stuff that everybody kept saying. We think it's because of that. But let her tell her story. This is her TV show. But anyway, her and Robin hook up. They're taking some pictures. They're getting ready, and they do the podcast. Then we go to Michael and Ashley, and they going out to eat. She can pop any minute now. So they're trying to get all the last minute time they can get before this baby come. A little family time, or actually grown up time, because baby's not with them this time. And Michael just asked her, like, I think I want to invest in some movies. And her being pregnant, of course, she's like, I don't know. We got to think about this because, I'm about to pop. So let's wait until, we drop this load. We adjust to the load. And then we can talk about throwing money places that, potentially might not get it back. Because that's, when you invest in something, you might not get that investment back. But if something that Michael want to do, of course, he got to ask his wife first. It's always right to do. And she say, sure, but we just got to wait for this load to drop. So I kind of forgot this when Giselle and Robin was together, doing their little podcast thing, whatever, photo shoot. They were inviting Mia out. They wanted to, I guess, take her out for dinner or something, have some drinks, but they want to do it without Karen with her, and they sent her a little text. So we'll get to that part later, when she actually received the text and all that, But anyway, so Karen, she wasn't really doing much, just cooking with some lamb chops or something. And her daughter calls her. She's out in New York for college, and she seems like she was doing well. Everything was good with her. Karen was talking to her about joining some organizations, to like help the community. Yeah, I remember when she went back to like her hometown or whatever for, what was she? They gave her a crown for something, like she was, I don't know. They gave her the key to the city. It was something weird that they did for her. But anyway, she just felt like, seeing those people kind of just brought this sense of, I guess, community to where she wanted to give back and help people. So her daughter said, cool, that's a good idea. And then she said, hey, daughter, not daughter, I'm going to call her by her name. Was it Raina? She said, yeah, can you help go ask your daddy, like, I need a bigger ring because last time he just gave me some wedding band. Nah, we need, I need like a nice little square rock, something that shines. But I need the kids to help me. Go call call your brother, and y'all just go convince him. So, daughter laughing like, okay, cool, I could try, I guess. We'll see. Who we got? Mia. She at work. So, she the boss CEO, whatever, in charge of everything. And, she's a little busy. I think she said she had, because this is not the only office she got. They got like a whole bunch around the city. And of course, Gordon, he's sitting backs now instead of working the floor. So she does all that type of stuff, while he just kind of sits back and does, I guess, the background work, or just sit and collect the check, since he started it. She's the one that keeping it going, basically. But it's keeping her busy. She out here trying to keep things straight. And she get a phone call from her son, and he's talking about, I think he needed a ride to practice or something. But anywho, she wasn't able to do it. So G like, look, he been looking forward to you, you doing the job, like, picking him up, whatever, dropping him off. I don't mind doing it, obviously, I'm, dad here, but mama needs to do some things too, So she like, oh shoot. I mean, she was hearing what he was saying, but on the other side, of course, she had like a slight attitude with it. But I mean, what can she do? I know what she can do. She got to work less and stay more time with her kids. And that's all she has to do. But will she do it? I just don't know. So that's kind of Mia's thing. She needs to learn how to balance her work life and her home life, because obviously her work life is more important at this moment. Yeah, I'm a boss ass bitch. What? That just kind of popped in my head every time I see Mia. Because she always says the word, not to say, she is the boss, but we're going to let her have it. So Robin, Wendy, and, shoot. I want to say Askill, and I know that's like the worst thing ever because it's so not right. What the hell is Robin's friend name? Oh, Skylar. Okay, so if they never said it, when you look at the letters, I'm really sorry, girl. You look kind of like Askill or something, but Skylar. So they go like a little workout, yoga session. They outside. It looks like it's cold because everybody got their damn coats on. So why couldn't we go inside of the gym? It is what it is. Robin need to get back to her energy, because she just been a little lazy, and Juan want her to get her little energy back. So she's they do a little workout, and then of course they gotta talk. She asked Skylar how she felt about the little spa day with Ashley, and she said, it was all right. I just didn't know that, like Mia was a little messy or whatever, when her and Wendy got into it. So I'm like, well, why would you tell Wendy that she was messy? Because Wendy right there, I guess she picking sides at this point. And of course, that's Robin's friend, do as whatever, right? So they kind of flipped to Mia and Karen, because remember, Mia was in this little fight stint with Wendy. And of course, Wendy ain't backing down. She like, look, I just had to let her know, like, you ain't go come in here trying to punk me or whatever. Because even though I'm Zen Win, as she called herself. So that's why she's trying to be so-called calm. So whatever, Zen Win. So Mia and Karen basically talking about the same thing. They kind of flip back and forth. So Mia brings up the invite that Giselle and Robin threw out. Like, let's go out for drinks and stuff, but without Karen. So when she said the without Karen, Mia just kind of felt a little slighted by that. So her response was basically like, okay, well, no, I'm going to be busy. Like, I'm not going type thing. And of course, since she's a boss, she had to throw in that, call my assistant or whatever. I'll link you up to my assistant, and we can schedule an appointment, and we can have a business meeting type deal, whatever. So I guess Giselle and Robin was feeling the type of way. And I'm guessing this was Robin texting. It wasn't Giselle. But Mia was atting Giselle. Like, Mia was talking directly to Giselle, but Robin was actually talking to Mia. So that's going to be, well, I guess it will be brought up when they talk to each other at this Pajama Jam. Right, Pajama Jam. Candace calls in the midst of whatever. And she said, I want to do something before I move out this house. One little last hurrah, get all the girls together, and we're going to wear pajamas, boo, boo, boo. So everybody like, fine. So of course it's going to be the perfect time so that everybody can bring their situations up, right? Yeah, so Robin basically texts him back like, well, dang, you ain't got to be rude, you know what I'm saying? And Mia like, well, I ain't being rude, I'm just being direct. Like, you're not going to dictate who I can and cannot bring anywhere if you invite me somewhere. So, and who's to say she's going to bring Karen? I mean, we'll say yes because of the TV. But if it wasn't the TV, right, it could have been anybody. But it's cool. We're going to get to because this is like the start of the storm, of the mess. And then, of course, the party going to come. So I'm like, all right, Mia, maybe we do like you. Because, you know, we just getting to know her. But maybe we do like you. I don't know. And just a side note, when Karen was saying how, like, you can't you can't just go into a meeting with Giselle and Robin not having your guard up, like, you know what I'm saying? And they showed like a flash clip of her and Robin, and they both took a sip of their coffee at the same time. They look like Siamese twins. That was the craziest thing. So let's go be their new thing, Siamese twins. Instead of the green-eyed bandits, they was the Siamese twins. Well, Candace is in the studio working on her project. She sounds nice. Yeah, she doesn't have a bad voice. It's just she's got a bad attitude. But you know, we'll see where she can go in life. She's getting all the promotion and stuff from the show. And if she has an album out, you never know. She might have one out right now because, you know, they film this months ahead. So if she do, y'all can go check it out. But she working on some things, and of course, they just talking about how Chris is the manager and how they working through things, and then blah blah blah. It's working out so far so well, or so far so good. And then Giselle and her kids. So, you know, I think she was picking them up from school or somewhere after school, and Grace, the oldest one, got to do her little driver's test. Remember, she already failed a couple times. It's really not the driver's test, it's the permit part first, the written part. And unfortunately, she don't pass this time either. And, you know, Giselle was just trying to say, like, how they were telling her. Remember last week, they was just kind of ragging on her about the things that she's really not good at, especially when it came to the men department. And one of those things was emotional support. So, you know, she's it's a little awkward moment because, you know, the awkward silence moment, should I say. But she said she'll just let her have her space and, hey, we'll try again. Ain't nothing to it. Hey, you're still young. She got millions of times to try and fail. I think, well, I only did it once, so it is what it is. And I didn't know, right, four wrong, because they in Baltimore. In Michigan, I think get up to 6 wrong, so that's a little bit more leeway. She would pass if she was here. Dang. But her little sisters in the back, I was cracking up. They back there like, come on, Grace, did you do it? You know, but it was cute. Yeah, she'll try again. All right, so, you know, the pajama jam pops off. This is like the last hurrah in this house, in Candace's mama house. She could finally break free. Her and Chris can go live in their own house and pay their own bills and, you know, act like they're independent, which mama probably still gonna give her money, you know. Anyway, we'll let Candace have it, right? So everybody's arriving. She's handing out fireball shots, you know, as everybody come. They notice Ashley isn't showing up. Whereas Ashley, she's having her baby. Her water broke, I'm assuming, within the same hours or something that everybody was arriving or got there. And she just had to go to the hospital. She was actually okay at first when they showed her. But then the second time they showed her, she was a little bit of a mess, you know, a little emotional. It's her second child. Now she got to leave the first one home. And, you know, it's just a lot. So she pulled herself together, and her and Michael on the way. So I believe by next week, we're going to see a new baby. It's a boy. I believe it's a little boy. I just don't know his name. Yeah, so, you know, the party's going good. Mia was actually the last one to show up. So before she actually gets there, they bring her up like, so what's up with this text message thing? And Karen, since you was in it, sort of, you know, she kind of just was like, well, look, she felt like y'all was just being rude because she could have bought anybody or actually nobody. So why did you have to say without me or whatever? Like, you didn't have to put my name in it, Giselle. And Giselle like, yeah, I wasn't trying to be rude or nothing to her. I was just letting her know. We want to get to know her by herself. We don't need Karen involved. So Karen just kind of felt a little ways because she like, well, you didn't have to put my name in it because when you did, that's where she got defensive basically. And she pops up. So they like, okay, well, we talking about you, so we might as well just continue. Ain't no, we can't just shut up. It's just too obvious. So she like, I was just trying to be direct with you. I wasn't being rude, her little voice. And Karen's trying to say it was wrong on both sides. Of course, Giselle like, nah, it wasn't wrong on my side. I was just trying to let her know what we was trying to do. Wasn't no ill will. This is how I felt. So Mia like, well, I'm a boss, and when I got several businesses, you just don't got time for all the BS. And the Skylar kind of pops up, like, well, what's going on? Because I've just been quiet this whole time. I just had to say something, and they looking at her like, girl, you just got here. Be quiet. You don't know what's going on, so you really can't say nothing. Like you literally just got here, and you listening to what Robin is telling you, which ain't all true because she told you that Karen was a drunk. Is Karen a drunk? No. So she came in here thinking a whole bunch of stuff about y'all, just based off of what she's heard, should I say. So it's like, girl, be quiet. So Mia's like, yeah, how many businesses do you have? And she's like, oh, I got several. You know how everybody, oh, we really don't know what she got. We know that she working with Robin. I think she was Robin's assistant, her partner with the hats. So, okay, that's one. But what's the other one? Because you can't brag on that one, as we all kind of know. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. She doing well. I don't know. I might buy one for somebody. I don't really wear hats, but I might buy one for somebody. Yeah, so Candace, before everything kind of just gets all way out of hand, because they literally just got here. She like, all right, let's just start the party. And they do this whole beer pong situation. It wasn't even beer pong, it was Prosecco pong, which is, champagne. Now, I was a little bothered by this just because, I'm a little bit on the party girl side, when I be with my friends and things. So I know about the beer pong. They had a table full of stuff. You're supposed to have it cleared off, and then they had like six, I think it was six, a little triangle of these little ass champagne. They think they was plastic, but the dollar store. It wasn't even like real glass. So what? Talk about throw these little pee paws right at the little end of her little island. No, that's the only thing that be bothering me sometimes. Like, do they not know have a party? Or like, do they forget how to party? I don't know. Cause they not all that. Candace ain't that old. Girl, we on the same spectrum. Age wise. So I was like, that's the only thing that bothered me. Like literally, you had to clear the table. That's all I'm saying. And have some better glasses and more cups because you need more cups to. Boop, boop, boop. Anywho, that's why nobody could make the dang thing because it wasn't right. So in the midst of this, Giselle and Mia, they go to the side and they basically kind of squash this beef because they're right. It wasn't. Mia blew it out of proportion. We'll just say that. Mia did blow it out of proportion. Like, had they not put Karen's name in there, she would have responded differently. That's all. So she just said, I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm going to let Giselle have it. And we'll just move on from here. Because technically, I think she does like Giselle, like she said in the beginning. I think she has a cool personality. She just don't know her yet. So that is all. And then the party goes good. They take it to the living room. And they play Never Have I Ever. The little shot thing. Was it never... Giselle said, never have I ever took ecstasy. I think Karen took a sip or something. And they said, you took ecstasy, girl? And she was like, no. And they was like, oh, you playing it wrong. You got to take a shot if you did the thing. She's like, oh, my bad. So what else they say? Never have I ever had a threesome. I think Mia said that. So she took a shot. So that's when they was getting to know her, like, oh, really? How was it? It was with G and another girl, but she said she just kind of sat back and watched. She wasn't really letting the girl touch all on her. She just enjoyed the show and let him have fun, which is cool. Let the married people do what they want to in their own house. Everybody else like, You know, of course, Wendy, she got Eddie on lock. He can't go nowhere, buddy, okay? Do. She probably got that voodoo. Do. You know, it only go there. It don't go nowhere else. You better check the back of the freezer or something. The backyard, shit. Some berry back there. Anyway, we ain't gonna put that on Wendy, though. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all, not everybody. And then of course they bring up her clit thing. They always gotta bring it up. And she said no, it was vaginal rejuvenation, which I already knew what she was talking about. Everybody else didn't know what she was talking about. They literally thought that she went to surgery and they actually cut her clit up or something. Like, girl, they don't do that. It's the thingy laser thing. They go stick it in and whatever. It's like a laser thing. It's supposed to stick it and it pumps up whatever on the inside, whatever. I never had it, but I know what the surgery is. So of course they all was like, oh my gosh, she's such a dumbass. How does she not know what all these businesses? She used the wrong terminology, but y'all should have figured it. It is what it is. If Ashley was there, Ashley would have had fun, I think, with Mia, because Ashley is into all the funness, and she, you know, she's party girl side too, and her and Michael, they do a lot of things. So they actually, I think Michael and him would hit it off really great. Michael hasn't been around yet, so that's the only thing. We got to get Michael back into the fold. And Juan, actually, and Juan. We got to get Michael, Juan back with the fellas, because I think they all the fellas are always cool in all the shows. But them two, because they're like the best friends. Oh yeah, we need to get them back with their tequila shots. Yeah, but that was pretty much the show. That's how it ended. They had fun. Did nobody beef after that? Yep, they went off without a hitch. I guess we have to wait till the next one and see who else got some problems, because I think they're about to go on a trip. And usually every time they go on a trip, it always happens. Something comes up, and that Mia thing is not over. And I think Karen Giselle is definitely not over. And Wendy, yes, we know you got new boobies. We know it, girl. She came in there, boobies out, a little Schultz on. Girl, we get it. They cute, they nice. You got a great doctor. You ain't got to show them off everywhere, god damn it. Shoot. But yeah, that was the show. It was good. See y'all for next week. Peace.